And hello and welcome back to Trails into Reverie. Last time, Cedric decided that he's gonna have a bunch of conflicting worldview, like views and values and stuff like that, but he's gonna truck on anyways, and maybe he doesn't feel like he's being an enforcer for anything Ouroboros wants. I don't know. The path chosen. This feels like it's going to be a nice, wholesome one to end off on. This group definitely deserves their sort of like little wholesome epilogue to all the stories that went on previously. So, let's do it. Huh. Getting a lot of these date things lately. My story takes place a week after Crossbell's liberation. Right as Instructor Randy returned to the branch campus several days after Yuna. Being Toa, probably. Toa tends to be the focus character of this group. Oh, look who it is! Welcome back, Instructor Randy. It's good to have you here again. Hey, Reen. Toei. Even got Michael coming out to say hello. You didn't have to roll out the red carpet for me. This isn't a big deal. No way, we wouldn't miss this for anything. Sounds like you had plenty straighten out over there once things settled down. You don't know the half of it. Wait, shouldn't you three be teaching right now? You're all here, what are the students... We moved our homeroom periods up, so it's fine. It's what they all wanted anyway. What? Who wanted? Instructor Randy! It's so good to see you! Welcome back! You know what Reverie in our operation? He has a big accent, so I assume from a distance no one can understand him. That's our instructor for you, always ready to put in the work to get a job done right. Wow. Thanks, kids, I missed you. None of you got rusty while I was away, now did you? You have nothing to worry about there, instructor. I'm more wondering if you got rusty without us there to keep you on your toes. Very funny. I swear you live to give me a hard time, Ash. They're gonna make it even harder for me to leave in a month times than it already is. I think it's too late for that. Hooray! Looks like our surprise reception was a success. He didn't look up, that was the key, and he also was like walking up like a path that goes upwards, so it's actually sort of difficult to stop someone from looking up. I'll say, you're a special guy to us, Randy. Thanks, all of you. Really is good to be here again, even if just briefly. Like Instructor Orlando, I will also be taking my leave once the school year comes to a close. I suggest you make your decision regarding a certain something sooner rather than later, Instructor Herschel. Whether she'll leave too? Right. I don't remember if they mentioned what she was doing in like the early Crossbell stuff when she was hanging around Crossbell. Ooh, now this is nostalgic. This has a nostalgic feel to it. Joa. But Reen, what's up? School's already over. Something wrong? You've been spacing out a lot recently. No, I'm totally fine. Just a little sleep deprived. Why haven't you gone home yet? Have you forgotten? Everyone's coming today. So you're going to tag along with me to welcome them. Oh, yeah, that's right. Reen, what time is it? We have to hurry to the station. No worries, we still have time. Let's pack up and head out. Okay. Given she's like dressed up in like a little, like the Chinese dress, I think is the origin of that style. We arrive at last. I haven't been here since just before the war. It really does remind me of Trista. Starting to think we shouldn't have come in uniform though. Right. It's not like we have any other outfit models to go by though. Things have been hectic lately, but even so, wearing my uniform when I'm off duty may be a tad gauche. Oh, it's fine. You both look cool as heck in IMO. Hey everyone. Also, don't do that, translators. Don't do terribly dated references that make no sense. Just because, like, nerdy IMO or saying shit like bruh as like a reference to a meme. Like I'd say a fantastically implemented one was that get in the sold out Schwarzer. That was fantastic as a reference because even if you didn't get the reference, it still worked really well, like at least decently as a joke, right? But you get some of those really sort of like, ooh, yeah. It's funny because I get it, sort of jokes. We're glad you can make it. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedules to see us. It means a lot. I'll think nothing of it. It's just a shame that some of us weren't able to make it. I was rather preoccupied the last time I visited Leaves, so I'm looking forward to having a proper tour this time. We'll be happy to show you the sights, so we only need a few more till our tour group is complete. And there they are.
Yo, didn't think you guys would beat us.
Sorry to keep you waiting, kittens.
A walking PR nightmare? The one who overlooks it and doesn't report it to HR?
Not at all. We only just got here ourselves.
And Crow's the one who would find it sort of funny, especially when the lawsuit came in.
The gang's finally back together.
Is it? I don't remember what those 5 specifically would... Like, because there's a lot more Thors students that are out there, right?
I honestly wasn't sure whether I should come, but you were kind enough to invite me, so how could I say no?
Well, shall we get this celebration underway? Let the pre-party of the Thors 220th class reunion begin!
Oh, okay, so these are all from their class. Got it. Okay, that's why we have so many less Thors-related stuff than I remember. And those are just, like, specifically the people, like, they probably made models for and whatnot as part of 3 and 4. That makes sense. Tonight was our class reunion, an event Angie spared no trouble planning, and Reen's presumably just helping with because he's around, right? The main event was scheduled for a fancy hotel in Heimdall, but some coming early wanted to visit the branch campus as well. After securing the principal's permission, we agreed that they could drop by after our classes had ended for the day. Okay, and there's presumably more coming for the thing. Whoa! Is this really your first time playing tennis? Right? I've never seen anyone pick it up so quickly. Well, we used to play lacrosse back on the main campus, so a racket's not too hard to wrap my head around. Doesn't hurt that a tennis ball is about the same size. Anyway, come on, let's get serious. Is that all you students can muster up these days? I figured you could do better than this. Oh, now you've done it. We'll make you eat those words. Go, Yuna, go. Go, Jessica, go. You've got this. Quite the tour. Ooh. Wow, this looks delicious. Yes, and it's so colorful as well. That's thanks to the fresh fruit that Sandy grew. And Freddy's wild grass makes for a wonderful accent, I find. Oh, not bad. What exactly did he contribute to this, though? Don't worry. It's just a bunch of herbs I picked in the mountains. Could have expected nothing less from a former member of the gardening club. You garnish with the best of them. I could learn a lot from you. So I was out there playing the watchful overseer of everything while not actually enjoying any of it herself. Uh-oh. I know who's on the other side. Yep. I think they're probably referencing this too. That's right. Love is everything. Absolutely everything. Just as Tonio and Alexei demonstrate in the story, love transcends any barrier. Age, birthplace status, even gender couldn't keep them apart. In fact, those obstacles only make their love stronger. I know just what you mean. The love is so pure and precious. What about you two? What do you think? That we just want to be left the hell alone. Maybe I should have gone elsewhere. No, I want to hear Ash's answer proper. Give a serious answer, Ash. Write a fucking paper on this. Actually, is that sort of like a school paper, right? It's gonna be graded. It's gonna be 50% of your grade. Is this a club activity that you're being graded on? Yes, it is. And that's how it's done. Wow. Her form was so beautiful and flawless. You were superb, Angelica. I'm extremely impressed. Angie's always been good at that sort of thing. Stuff like that lets her make a good impression on the kind of people who care about decorum. What can I say? It's a secret to my success in life. Get them to let their guard down, then going for the kill. But enough about me. Mise and Maya, you fill out this kimonos wonderfully. What a double deuce of heavenly beauty. Should we call a few more kittens over and have ourselves a very intimate little kimono part? They're in school, Angie. Cool your jets. Legitimately. We're gonna get a lawsuit over this. Not just us, but Falcom might. At this fucking rate. I don't know. I think it's a rather intriguing proposition. Tricky or not, we don't even have enough kimonos to go around for it. Oh, you good, Vincent? You've been sitting completely still for a while. Is he asleep? Someone, please help me. My legs. They've fallen asleep. Oh, yeah. No, I'm not good at sitting in that position either. I relate to that way too much. What's the matter, Reen? You're getting slow on me. You're not bad for a guy who hasn't done this in ages yourself. Oh, you guys are too cool. I've known for years that Crow's is a deaf hand, but wow. They are the ones that put on that legendary school festival performance. Can't let them steal the spotlight. That makes sense. All the combinations are pretty fun. There's a few that clearly they didn't have anything better to do, but still. And so the fun times blew by. And we headed for the hotel in the capital that would serve as the venue for the class reunion. That was such a blast. It was. There are so many incredible students here. We'll have to bring the rest of our old class to visit someday. Sounds like fun. You'll be going straight to Jirai after the party's over, right, Kuro? I seem to remember Stark applying for some time to follow soon. Yeah, sounds like things have been nuts over there lately, so we're gonna go see what's up. Ooh, interesting. I'm sure you know all about the debates in Northumbria about breaking off from the Empire. Okay, I'm guessing that's like just her casual, semi-formal clothes given the occasion, then? I can't think of another reason she'd be wearing that. All that's been having influence on Jirai, too. I'm sure all the word about Crossbow getting its independence back is only adding fuel to the fire. But Jirai's only prospered as an SEZ, so I can't see him throwing that away just for autonomy. In their case, yeah, Northumbria might be a bit different story, though. I take it that when everything's calmed down, you're planning to, well, don't be getting all mopey on me. We're not snot-nosed kids anymore. Yeah, I can see from the Jirai Northumbria thing. It very much is extremely situational. Some places are better off in that scenario. Especially in that case where I think it was entirely peaceful, right? That's the perpetual troublemaker. Well, take care. Let me know when you get to Jirai safely. Sure thing, Mom. Yeesh. You'll be coming by train afterwards, right, Toa? I hope you have a good time. Thanks, I'll be back later on tonight. By the way, that dress is looking real fine on you, Toa. Tomorrow's a free day, so what's the harm in coming back tomorrow morning? If we're going to party up at the hotel, you can also party it down. If you get my drift. Angie, you don't even try to keep it vague anymore. Make sure you keep your cougar on a tight leash, you hear, George? Someday this will stop being up to me. Someday. How about all that time you, disappeared? You gotta make up for that, right? Anyway, time to head off. See you, Reen. Take care. Give my regards to the others. We will. Bye for now. I sort of figured it would be healthier to have George and Angie's sidecar. Like, less dangerous at the very least. In terms of, like, driving, like, they're more likely to get in an accident in this configuration, I think.
Hot damn. Gotta level with you guys. Today was more of a blast than I ever expected.
That was your first time on campus in a while, so I'm not surprised you got into it. I'm glad I came too.
Well, you're welcome back anytime. Students were happy to see you. So, once things have settled down in Jirai, you're planning to go travel all on your own, right, Crow?
That's the plan. I think I'm a smidge too old for journeys of self-discovery, to be honest. But I wouldn't even be here now if not for Ordine and the rest. It makes me want to find meaning in my life, you know?
Yeah.
Well, make the most of it.
My investigation into the Black Workshop is mostly done, so I'm asking if the professor will let me stay at the Ruhr Institute. Nothing's gonna erase the bad I've put into the world. But that doesn't mean I can't try to put in some good.
I think that's a good idea. Perfect, even.
We're all living through a time of great change for the Empire. For the whole continent, really. The class system we've all accepted as an immutable part of Erebonian life is on its way out the door.
That feels like it was written out of a textbook.
That's why I need to talk to Father about what our family can do for the people of Nortia going forward. What about you, Toa? Have you decided whether you're going to leave the branch campus or not?
Yeah, okay, that was it in the end.
You knew?
You forget, we four go way back. We figured it out ages ago. That's about the only thing that could be eating at you like this right about now.
We're here if you need friends to talk it through with, Toa. And that's what we're here for. To lean on when the going gets tough.
Guys. Alright. You win. You remember how I went around and helped multiple NGOs after graduating? One of those groups helps rebuild areas hit by disaster or war. And they resolve diplomatic disputes as a neutral party. Well, that organization's director got in touch with me recently. They said their goal was to help address the scars the war has left on the world. And they want me to help.
Huh. I didn't think you'd been asked to help do something that big.
Fits you like a glove, though. Between the Civil War, this last war, and the trade conference, you've shown you're great at desk work, negotiating, and so much more. I can see you really being able to make a difference in a place like that, which must be what they see in you, too.
I feel like they're overestimating me a little, to be honest.
Hey, you also have the networking. You have networking that they probably don't have access to otherwise. I hate to say, like, it actually is sort of an important thing, but when you get on that level of just, like, trying to influence people, having that network and connections and people that, like, trust people within your organization actually is a big boon. You're probably not going to be, like... It's weird that my mind goes to that first, but, like, legitimately, that's probably a big reason, right?
While the war might technically be over, we're still very much feeling its effects. It's been 6 months since we all came together to end the Great Twilight, but a great shadow still looms over us.
Yeah. I mean, we were just talking about the hell being raised in Jirai and Northumbria. Crossbell's never not feeling it.
And those who played a part in bringing it about still have atoning to do. Myself included.
And then there are the people scarred by the war.
You know what I think, Toa? I think you have your answer already.
Yeah, maybe I do.
And I don't actually remember what they said she was doing in Crossbell at the beginning, so I don't know the answer.
I can't deny it's a really important task. I'd likely be able to help the Empire and all of Zemuria far more in this role than if I were just to stay an instructor. Objectively speaking, I'm also sure I could handle the workload involved. Even so,
Yeah, that's what I...
This takes me back to Thors.
I sort of had a feeling her answer would go in that direction.
Remember when we were in on those Arcus tests? You were totally bewildered as to why you'd been chosen at first.
Oh, I really was. We were all good friends by that point. But I remember being so confused on why Instructor Sarah picked me. You and Crow were two of the most capable students in our year. George was one of Professor Schmidt's disciples and a highly gifted engineer in his own right. And then there was me, an ordinary girl who just knew my way around organizing files a little better than most.
I don't know. If anyone else said they became student council president in the first year, I wouldn't believe them. That's something you handled like it was nothing, I might add. Even with the Arcus tests thrown into the mix. While on our field studies, you'd prepared the rest of the council for every kind of eventuality without fail. And then you still had the energy to support us by drafting up game plans and guiding us wherever we went.
We would have been up shit creek without those. Sarah was some kind of slave driver on us innocent babes. You made it so we did more than squeak by on those tests. Even made him a fond memory. You're the glue that holds us together, Toa.
You're all gonna make me blush. I was only able to do all of that because I had you. You noticed how anxious I was and gave me a gentle push in the right direction. Having you all at my back gave me the strength to face forward. That's why I was able to handle everything. So much happened during our years at the academy, both good and bad. But no matter how grim things looked, we always got through them by supporting each other. And before I knew it, I'd really come to love Thors. Then there was Class 7.
I will say, I really came to love Thors, and showing that is the ultimate. One of them makes a lot of sense. The other one stood out a little bit more.
I never could have dreamed when I met everyone that we'd make it through 2 wars together. But here we are.
I doubt anyone could have seen all that's happened coming.
Well, I mean, 1 war, that felt a little inevitable, but 2, oh, even if it only lasted a day.
It's been wild beyond belief, yeah. Remember when I died? Fun times.
Yeah.
I know we use humor to cope, but Hades above, that is grim. Oh, you know, you technically never graduated, did you, Crow?
Ooh.
Maybe you could enroll at the branch campus when your journey's all over. Finish up your studies.
Seconding that idea. Don't you want to study under Instructor Reen?
Yeah, because I really want to hit those books.
There's a part of me that wishes I could turn back time and go through school all over again. I only enrolled at Thors because I didn't want to run away from the importance of power in the military. But I got more than I ever bargained for during my time there. And I'm still learning so much by teaching at the branch campus. It was the connections we gained from being part of the Thors family that let us overcome the Great Twilight. And I think those connections are just as important as the work I'd be doing as part of the NGO. Carrying the torch of camaraderie and cooperation forward however we can is our duty as the foundation of the world.
Fair enough.
Sounds to me like your course is set then.
Just follow your heart, Toa. It won't lead you astray. If life takes you to a fork in the road, and neither road feels right to tread, you forge a third path, all your own. That's how Reen's and how our group have always done it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Angie. Thanks for helping me think this through, you guys.
I just sat here looking pretty.
Give it your best, Toa. We'll always be rooting for you. No matter how far apart we are or how much our paths diverge, that will never change.
Never ever.
Yay, nice, wholesome. We gonna see more? We then made our way to the class reunion in the capital. It was wonderful seeing so many old friends I hadn't had time to meet since graduating. Between good foods and drinks, time flew by. But soon the time came to depart, and after saying my goodbyes, I'd only just made the last train of the night back to Leaves. Thankfully, not ending up in Angelica's room. That was so much fun. Everyone looked like they were doing so well. Klein, Friedel. I hope we can squeeze in enough time to hang out again soon. The next stop is Leaves. Leaves, when disembarking. Yeah, it felt like it could have been ending there, but... that was a close one. I almost missed my stop. Yeah, it sounded like she might have been falling asleep. Welcome back. Yeah, I had a feeling. Oh, what brings you here, Reen? Did you come to meet me? I was out for a nighttime stroll anyway, so I thought I would. You have a fun time at the reunion? The funnest. I admit, I didn't expect to get back and run into you first thing like this. I just couldn't get to sleep. I've got a lot on my mind, I guess. There's next term's lessons and new students to plan for, not to mention the fact that we're going to be losing Randy, Major Irving. Possibly even you, too. Oh. You saw right through me, too, huh? Listen, Reen. I'm not gonna weigh in on your decision. If I did, I'd just end up trying to make you stay. Besides, even if you do end up leaving, that's not going to sever the bond between us. That's how Thors is. Just follow the path that you believe in, and know that I'll be supporting you the whole way. Thanks, Reen. That means a lot coming from you. I could tell that Reen felt the same way I did. That's how we were able to come this far. Even when we were apart, we were always supporting one another. And with that in mind, the path I ought to choose became clear. Honestly, I'm not even sure which one. Go do the important thing and know that you have the support. Or stick around at Thors because you value what it created for everyone. Is that your answer, Miss Herschel? Yes, I'm going to stay at the branch campus. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going in that direction, but I could have seen the other way if they really wanted to write it like that. Both were plenty supported, I think. Narratively, I think both had a pretty good argument for her to do. But I want to take on as many jobs as possible from the NGO. We'd personally love that, but are you sure? Okay. Okay, so the actual answer isn't leave or go do it. It's just do both. Why not both? The path you're choosing is to go down an undeniably more difficult... the path you're choosing to go down is undeniably more difficult than any of your other options. I know. But I think my connection to Thors will prove useful in my NGO activities. I want to link the two of them together. Not just for the Empire, but for the future of the entire continent. I see. In that case, I'll say no more. Let's get down to business. I wanted to talk to you about the arrangements for negotiations in the lead-up to the signing ceremony. Of course! Okay, yeah, and that's why she was there. She's going out of her way to pick the hardest path of them all. Thors has quite the future ahead of it, and that includes you. This is just the end result of all our choices. Hell, you and I are a part of Thors now. Sorry. Hell, you and I are a part of Thors now. You don't get much room to talk about. Well, you're not wrong. She'll be taking my place as head instructor. Sportser, you'd better give her the backup she needs. Of course, for both you and Randy. The new military finance instructor is coming by to say hello today, right? Oh my goodness, it's her. Yeah, she'll be taking Instructor Herschel's place. She can be quite rash, but I do believe she's the right woman for the job, and which is why they had that conversation in the other one. If I remember correctly, she's your... Okay, cool. So that did end up coming around much sooner than I thought it would. That's cool. It's a small, small world. So this is it. Thors Branch Campus, the place connected to her alma mater. Well, not much else to do but dive right in. I'll give this everything I've got. That's nice. Who's gonna replace Randy as the combat instructor? Just Reen? Diamond? No, I thought I was gonna get like her. Oh, yeah, there it is. What? What's the word they use for that? She's gotta be here somewhere. Come on. Where are you, There we are. Chongsam? I'm butchering that like all hell. Interesting, though. Okay. Well, across this process, while I'm here, I think I probably grabbed
Unsealing pedestal.
at least one more of these, right? If I get like something super rare right now. I ultimately found that
in handy.
I mean, yeah, that's like objectively good. That was nice. I think that was a nice, wholesome one to end it out on. That gives me a nice, nice feeling of closure and hope and all that sort of fun stuff. It wasn't like this one or, but honestly, most of them that had a bit of a cliffhanger ending, if in part without intention to follow up on, and one that did obviously intend to be followed up on. I guess one other thing to check before I leave would be the fact that I did almost definitely, ultimately,
Review missions.
get at least some of these. 150, 160. Abyss Shadow. I got another Abyss Shadow. That's good. I feel like I was wanting to put that on someone else outside of him. Can't put it on her. Actually, is Abyss Shadow the one with? No, yeah, that's the one that's just speed up. I will have that available for whenever I need it to set people up for. I might go through and set up like Noelle and Randy and some of the others. Like I did Fee and Laura to an extent too, and obviously I've done Duvalie. Arios probably doesn't need touching at the moment, at the very least in that respect. So, I think I'll leave it there. And next time, back into the story. I'll see you all next time. Drive safely, everyone.